KZ Guy 2 here, No Nonsense Know-How, working on 1998 Honda Accord with 111,000 miles. Customers complaining that the car randomly shuts off. Real common problem with these is the ignition switch. I'll show you real quick how to figure that out and replace this. But basically, if you start this car up, fires up no problem. If you wiggle this key around, push it in, out, but if you go just a hair back like that and it shuts off like it just did, now it's off. Let's see if I start it back up. Yep. So if, like I said, if you just wiggle it backwards like a hair and it shuts off, then just like that, then you got a bad ignition switch. So to replace that, you go ahead and remove 3 Phillips screws under here. Get this cover off and the top cover. Now with those 2 covers off, you can see, looks like somebody was actually already in here. These are real common failures, so this has definitely been replaced once already. You can see somebody broke this plastic cover on the back, and you know, this is your ignition roller here, or switch, and then on the back's the contact, so, or your ignition cylinder, should I say. And so if you come on the top side here, you'll see that there's 2 bolts holding this on. They look like rivets, but basically what they are is security bolts, and when they put those down in the factory, they're supposed to tighten them down until the head snaps off of them. So to get those off, you'll either have to drill them or extract them, you know, with an easy out or whatever the case. Plenty of things you can get those off. You could also slot them with something, or take a cold chisel, hit them with a chisel, and slot them and get a screwdriver. Many ways of taking those out, but it looks like I'm not going to have to take those out because somebody already, I guess, broke this plastic housing on here. So I'm just going to take these 2 screws off and see if I can't get this wire off without taking that off. All right, so yeah, remove these 2 shouldered Phillips, and yeah, for me, I'm able to just access this thing, take it off, and then you pull the wire down, and you know, it goes underneath here. And so if you follow this wire down, remove the clips from it. I didn't even have to take this bottom cover off, but see if I can get under here. You follow it around, and it's gonna be this brown connector right there. You just push that tab on the end and pull out of there, and that's what that looks like. Push this tab and pull out, and then slip your whole piece out of there. But just to reiterate, the proper way to do it would be to take these top screws out. If you're lucky, maybe they will still have heads on them, especially if somebody already replaced it once and used the new screws that probably will come with the ignition. I didn't get the ignition switch yet, but if they have heads on them, yeah, take it off that way. If not, you know, don't do this. Don't break the plastic cover off like somebody did before. That's just ghetto, you know. And so got the whole piece out of here. This looks like it actually might be a factory one because it's got the foam on there and stuff, so I didn't get the new one yet, but basically assembly's reverse of removal. And you can see why they do have this plastic cover here that someone clearly broke, and that's because otherwise it would be just these 2 Phillips screws, you know, and then just turn this thing with a screwdriver and you can start the person's car, because these older Hondas didn't have a smart key. That's why these are actually one of the most #1 stolen cars, these late 90s Hondas, because the parts are worth a lot of money on them, and they are very easy to steal. So anyway, hope this video helped you out, and if you can't figure out, put it back together. There's a lot of other videos on here. So thanks for watching, guys. Give it a thumbs up if it helped. Tried to keep it quick. KZ Guy 2, No Nonsense Know-How.